Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this brand new day in which my recording of this is like watching a slideshow on my screen. It is just nothing but chop, 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 so I can only hope that it's recording even halfway properly. That's just the way technology seems to be working. I mean, when I try to call my sister on my phone, it'll say it's dialing and just be silent, and nothing happens. And then you'll stop, restart, says it's dialing, nothing happens. And if you just sit there, it'll be silence and no connection forever while it says it's dialing. Anyway though, thumbs up and welcome to a brand new day. Old man yells at clouds. Thing is, I love technology. I have watched things from the 1960s when I grew up until the year 2000. Things were getting better. And things haven't been for quite some time. Not in old man yells at clouds way, but like technology, where the software is not being written to be optimized because the hardware will pick it up because the hardware is good enough. So software is sloppy on hardware, so where things should be fast and quick, they're slow and bloated, and so stuff runs about the same as it did 20 years ago. Old man yells at clouds, only because I've watched the promise of technology rise up and sink under the weight of capitalism. Yay. Anyway, though, speaking of capitalism, I was at oh, my tablet's resting on this box on top of this thing that all I have to do is tap it. Everything rumbles, but I was at Walmart yesterday and I bought a squishmallow because these are these supposed to be fries plural, but I thought it was very cute. It's all soft and squishy, and I like squishy soft things, so I got a squishmallow. Yay! Everything back here is a mess because I went and dragged everything off my bed and did my laundry again, so yay. I mean, I had to do some laundry, so why not do the whole thing? So I dragged it all off to do it again. Thumbs up for that. Anyway though, it is a brand new day. It took like a day and a half for my smoke alarm up there to stop blinking red at me. Again, I have no idea what the hell it's detecting, because for the past day and a half, again, it's just been blinking. And then it went green. What's being indicated? I don't know. What is it about to go off? I don't know. Thumbs up. Past that, though, I have just been surviving. I have not been doing great on surviving, but at least I've been surviving. I took 2 Benadryl tablets before I went to bed last night. Like I hadn't taken anything at all. I mean, my sleep sucks. My body is just crazed when it comes to that, so I am tired. I got out of bed at 8 o'clock this morning after going to bed at midnight. I did not sleep all that much, but at least I got some rest. Yay! So past that, as stated, haven't done much. I've gone out for walkies when I can. It has been cold and wet and awful. I did go out and buy some more tea at Walmart, so that part's good. And I've got herbal teas and black tea. I like green tea, but there's more caffeine in black tea, so I'm drinking that now. I got these right here, so I can show it. I need to buy more of this. It's expensive, but it's this artificial sweetener because I eat too much sugar as it is. I'm an American citizen. I'm a member of the United States of America. They put so much sugar into everything that's here that, like, with Subway and all that, the bread for their sandwiches does not qualify as bread in most of the world because there's just too much junk and additives and sugar in it for it to qualify as actually bread. So, welcome to the United States. Eventually, with peanut butter, this was a story that I still find frustrating and such, because you know that if it happened today, they wouldn't have put their foot down. Way back when peanut butter was first being introduced, the United States government had to put their foot down because they said peanut butter had to be like 97% peanuts. And then as soon as the lawyers for the peanut companies got them to say, okay, it's 97%, they would start pushing, well, how about 96%? And as soon as they got them to say, okay, 96, they'd go to 95. And they just kept whittling away at that until finally the government said, no, if it's below this amount, it doesn't matter how much lobbying you do, if it's below this amount, it is a peanut spread. It is not peanut butter. That wouldn't happen today. We don't have any sort of good things, helping anybody. This is the United States. Money is God. More than lives, more than comfort, we're driving the planet off of a cliff here at a frightening rate. I mean, if we keep going at the rate we're going, there ain't going to be anybody left on the planet. We won't be able to have any sort of life that we know will be able to be sustained, because plastics for about the next 500 years are going to continue breaking down and releasing greenhouse gases. That means even if we stopped right now for the next 500 years, it's going to keep getting hotter, and there's nothing we can do. Because of the lie of recycling plastics, the plastics companies have already said to all of their people, plastics are the future. And every single year they produce half again as much as they did the previous year in plastics. So if in if in the year 2000 they produced 2 tons of stuff, in the year 2001 they'd produce 3 tons. And then in the year 2002 they would produce 4.5 tons. And then the year after that, it would be close to 8 tons. And then the year after that, close to 12. And it just keeps getting more, because every single year, the plastics producing corporations produce half again as much on top of what they've produced. So it keeps getting more. And it's going to break down for 500 years. Yay! On a minor ASMR front, since I have talked about ASMR and people have talked to me about ASMR in comments and such, I'm one of those people, I don't like tapping or talking, that doesn't get any sort of ASMR response from me. The whispers are like, stop whispering in my ear, that's no. Taps and stuff like that, no. For me, my particular little triggers for that, the sound of somebody dinging in a purse with all the little things sort of falling against each other. Very, very, kind of a full one, and minor digging around. That sort of sound. I was watching this one channel, Graveyard Girl, which, goth as it is, she doesn't really do much anymore, but still, she's in fashion and all these sorts of weird stuff. One of them was making silicone stuff, and she had a metal spoon, she had a ceramic bowl, and silicone is just, they take, latex and replace the carbon atoms with silicone. And so it's just a gloppy stuff like that, and she was mixing the silicone stuff, and the scrape of the metal spoon on the ceramic bowl with the glop in there of the silicone, that set off my ASMR stuff major. That's the sort of stuff that gets me, the folding and crinkling of cloth. The minute anyone starts to talk and stuff, I fully understand why other people who don't get ASMR listen to this and they go, this is just a kink thing. So I fully understand why they say that. I mean, other people have triggers that are in different ways, but so much of that is just like kink stuff, it seems like. But there are people that have legitimate triggers with legitimate sounds. And so I'm not going to say fully what somebody can and cannot have as an ASMR response. because I am not the judge. My wiring is weird enough as it is. Definitely not going to judge anybody else. Now, my ASMR response, I have heard that it's more like in one side or one area, like up here. And yeah, I have a feeling here on my neck. It goes into my shoulder here, and it's a very comforting kind of feeling. Like I'm leaning up against somebody, and there's a feeling of comfort. And that is the physical feeling that I get, along with a comforting mental feeling. And it's just nice. It's really weird. ASMR. But yeah, people talking, people voicing, people whispering. Yeah, again, I can see why some people say it's a kink thing, because so many people that listen to that are just like, yeah, yeah, yay. And of course, on the solo RPG front thing, as much work as I am putting in on the whole background on the world thing, to the point that it's the kind of thing that, again, you can make books about. Yay! As much as I'm doing that, it's like I've done with my previous setting, where I did this much background material so that I could concentrate on this much, so I could write about this much of it. The whole thing, I mean, I got... That wasn't English. My apologies. A little too enthusiastic there. I have the whole idea, again, where the main humanoid branch of intelligence was like the elves. And between the elves and humans, common ancestors split off, and then the human beings mostly grew up on the southern continent. And it's more of a Southern American type of setting where the humans were. Up in this area where the main block of the elves were, they grew and adapted to those areas. And then another common ancestor between the goblin races and the elves, because things broke off again, land bridging. They've grown off and done their stuff on this side. But now there's colony ships, and I figure main character, at least to start off with, is off the colony ship. New world. You know, you're going off to do your thing. And so you're off for, this is now your new home. And so you got new people, elves and humans and dwarves that are getting off the ship, and it's a new world. And part of it, the northern part of it, is still deeply claimed by the goblin races. The gobs, the hobs, the orcs, the trolls. The hobs, you know, are effectively the human of the goblin races, and they're just like, they're kind of big like people. And, you know, aside from goblin features, you wouldn't really be able to tell. And the gobs are the small ones, you know, the plains dwellers, goblins, you know, and, you know, up to the orcs, who are the proud, more nature-oriented types. And then the southern continent, people are swinging down and advancing in that direction, because the orcs and the goblin races were up here in the north. The southern part of this continent is only recently, in the past couple thousand years, and people have been stretching down, and now people are coming this way, the goblin race is down this way, and so we're exploring and finding these things. Now, there are other ruins and such where when you go down in them, even dwarves can go down in them. And deeper than it would be, then that you would be feeling these effects of the thing that chased the dwarves up. And yet these ruins don't have them. And some of them are very extensive underground things, to the point that I also figure that they find like machinery and goblin races being held in these old things for like experimentation or examination. So it's a species and a race that isn't around anymore, but probably not all that savory. But still, dwarves are everywhere, because it was around the world that they got chased up. And as much work as I'm putting into it, still and again, it's, you're off the boat, this is just a new world. you don't really know much of anything other than they give you a quick, yeah, these are the goblin races you're gonna find, these are the happy and friendly ones, watch out for this here, this, that, and the other, you know, you're gonna be given a place to go live here, and then that's all you know. And so it is a vast new continent filled with excitement and wonder. And as well, when inevitably that character, you know, either retires or is devoured by something, well, hey, why not play one of the goblin races or somebody else that has, you know, come over on a boat? So all sorts of things. And I hope to get that started here real soon. Yay! Systems, still not quite sure. I like the Scarlet Heroes idea with other things, but then for underground things, maybe using that system still for combat, but generation of the underground things using like 4 Against Darkness or D100 Dungeon or any of the other cool things. So we shall see. Thumbs up for that. Possibly going to be, hopefully, recording something today. I keep trying to. Yesterday I fell asleep, and just when I fall asleep in my chair here, I don't fall asleep with my sleep apnea mask on, and so I frequently stop breathing while I'm sleeping, and that really does a number on my brain, you know, because not getting oxygen to your brain is not good. So it really makes it difficult to think afterward. So hopefully I'm going to get some stuff done. I would really like to get some stuff done. Hopefully you can get some stuff done. That would be cool if you could get stuff done. And to each and every one of my Patreon patrons, you're beautiful and awesome people. If I could put your names up here already, I would. Hopefully soon. This bloody nerve compression. Ugh. But you are beautiful and awesome people. Thumbs up, thank you. It is appreciated. For each and every person that leaves me comments, I have not been able to answer as many as I would normally do this time around. Again, nerve compression and pain. I mean, it's bad when I'm doing this. It's really bad when I'm typing, so thumbs up on that. But I do read and appreciate each and every comment. Thumbs up, thank you. So yeah, I'm gonna go out for walkies as best I can today. It has been raining all day. It is very wet. It rained last night. It keeps raining periodically now, so do the best I can that way. I did a lot of just trying to do things as well as falling asleep yesterday. So we shall see what happens, and hopefully I can get some stuff done. That would be a good thing. Yay! So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very, very good thing. Yay! Life is life. Still, hopefully you're having a good day, and hopefully you will continue having a good day.